There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
I need to meditate soon. It's important that I keep myself regulated.
What is it like to have a tan? Does it hurt? Your mother may be one of the greatest challenges I have ever faced.
She is a formidable foe, but I have faith we will prevail.
I admire your conviction. What unnerves me the most is her ability to control others against their will.
You could talk to Eddie about it.
Perhaps, but I want to hear from you first. What do you think it feels like to be under Lilith's control?
I imagine it is a fuzzy, out-of-body experience, much like a half-remembered nightmare.
I remember too many nightmares already. I don't need another horrific experience kicking around in my head. You know, I have a similar ability to hypnotically charm others.
So you can control people against their will?
It is a bit taxing for me, and anyone with a strong sense of will can break free of my control. But yes, though now I wonder what my victims experience.
Doctor, did you ever try
To control you?
Yes. I have a strong will. I would fight it.
I would expect no less. Of course, that is exactly what I want you to believe.
Doctor!
You are feeling very forgetful. You will not remember this conversation. You will also wait on me hand and foot.
How about I feed you your feet instead?
Ah, look at that. You've broken the spell. You are strong-willed indeed. I could not think of a better way to relax. Time really flies when your head is in a medical study. We're really getting to know each other.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Aw, thanks, Hunter.
I hydrate. Blood is mostly water.
Tell me you found something good. Okay, what's Hydra up to now? Well, this was educational. Pick a bad guy. Any bad guy. If we had some rookies, I'd say send them out for the experience. But I think we're past that.
I'll do you a favor, just this once.
I'm here if you need me.
All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky. Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Another project? Not my best work, but it'll do.
Not exactly an infinity stone, but it will do.
Not bad, right?
Simple yet effective. I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Give me all you've got.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
This'll make a difference.
That will keep these teeth sharp. We have a new edge. We thought you wanted us to round off our edges. And we didn't think we could get any stronger. Can't wait to use that in battle. I still say, let's do this. They'll never see us coming. That will keep these teeth sharp. Can't wait to use that in battle. see us coming. We have a new edge. We thought you wanted us to round off our edges.
You ever wonder if those birds out there are stuck here, trapped in the Abbey's bubble? It's creepy if you think about it.
And we didn't think we could get any stronger. And we didn't think we could get any stronger. They'll never see us coming. Can't wait to use that in battle.
All right, then.
Yes, hello.
I want to talk to you about Steve.
Uh-oh. What did he do?
Huh? Nothing. I actually like him.
But you do not like anybody.
That is true. But even I'm allowed to be surprised by people sometimes.
What did you find surprising about Steve?
Even when he barely knew us sons, he stood up for us. Can't say I ever had that on my bingo card. I told him he doesn't act like a boomer, despite the giant American flag on his chest. He left, so we're good. He's one of the good ones. Just don't go around telling everyone.
Don't forget to stretch.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Hunter, got a big problem, not sure how to fix it.
Slow down, Peter. Tell me what happened.
Okay, Eddie left me a note. Real ominous stuff. Said he knows where to find the ultimate answer. Look, I've seen Venom in dark places before, but this? I'm worried he and the symbiote have hit a breaking point.
I will help you find him.
That's just it. I looked everywhere. Unless he crawled into the forge, he's not in the Abbey.
He's not in the Abbey.
Exactly my point.
He asked me to open a portal, so I did.
Where did you send him?
A church.
Where Venom and I fought in the bell tower?
Yes?
Hunter, that's where Venom was born. We have to go, right now.
All right, Peter. I will follow your lead. Ileana, could you—
Open a portal. Fine. But no more piecemeal trips. You must all return together.
That's the hope.
I really don't know why the music keeps cutting out when we're playing. It's just disappointing. I see he makes more nanotech wave.
We are going to the church where Venom was born?
Yeah. That's where I shed the suit when I learned of its destructive tendencies.
If the suit is dangerous, what makes it safe for Eddie?
Eddie and the symbiote are like broken pottery. They both have sharp edges, but they fit snugly together to create a better whole.
Peter, that is beautiful.
Let's hope Eddie sees it that way. If he loses control again, Venom might turn my face into something not so pretty.
Do not say that around Spider-Man. You just set him up for one of his patented zingers.
Now you know how worried I am. Come on, let's go.
I ain't much of a conversationalist. More of a fighter.
Do not stray from path.
What's going on, Ed?
Got to thinking. Mephisto said I would find what I seek where it all began. Gotta be here, right?
I guess this church is the place where I lose things, and you find them. Any luck?
Whole lot of nothing.
What's eating at you?
I caused a mountain to hurt. In the name of some freaky demon lady.
Lilith. She controlled you, Eddie.
She didn't do all this. I did. Look around. I'm never gonna clean this mess up. Never gonna make any of this right.
You don't know that.
You know me. I screw everything up. Maybe I deserve this curse.
My Aunt May says the easiest way to let the darkness win is to do nothing.
Yeah, well, I don't have an Aunt May. All I get is this. Whole lot of watching someone else get to be the good guy. Must be nice. You okay, Parker?
I gotta say, something's setting my spidey sense off. Kinda jacked up to maximum overdrive here.
It's all about boundaries, Parker. Gotta put that thing on mute sometimes.
Maybe someday, but this is different. It feels like...
vampires.
You got my back? I got yours.
Brothers in vamp slime. Let's do this.
You were onto something after all, Venom.
See? You both had the right instincts.
We are bound to this place.
I never realized you're that sentimental.
In a shallow attempt at bonding, we have work to do.
I can't believe my ears. Now he's the responsible one.
All right, I'm focusing.
We pick you. You got off easy this time.
had your chance to escape.
Some ice on that. You'll feel better.
Good work. But it won't get any easier where you're going.
After you, Eddie.
After us.
These catacombs are older than the church. Look. Hemolisks.
We are looking. Them could be eating.
This could be the source of the whole vampire infestation. Uh-oh, that's not a small entrance.
Infestation. Infestation?
Prince of Darkness?
Wait, you mean...
The Father of Death.
So to be clear...
The Impaler.
Humanity itself is the infestation. You insect.
Okay, first, arachnids aren't insects. Don't feel bad. It's a common misconception. Second, love the costumes. Seriously, I dressed like you last Halloween.
That is no costume.
Crab. For a city teeming with heroes, I expected you much sooner.
I still can't believe we're talking to Dracula!
You didn't find me on your own. Who may I thank for this unwelcome intrusion? Mephisto! He is a special sort of coward, never meeting his adversary face to face. Why muddy his own hands when he can soil yours instead?
Hey, Mephisto or not, we can't let you turn New York into Transylvania.
Then to the devil's implements I say, do your worst.
Your loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing. Your fate!
Delicious! We'll take it.
Oh, I don't get mad. I get evil.
I would say that qualifies as amazing.
like it's up to me.
I am impressed.
Not good enough. I am burning. You should not have come. Your demise. I thought you were supposed to be powerful.
Step right up. Test your strength. Man, why do you have to be a bad guy? I have so many questions. Do you know Frankenstein? This monster?
Aren't you the inquisitive child? But what do they say? Curiosity flays the cat? We told you that wasn't us! Quick fight!
They cannot possibly match your strength. The light is on our side.
It's good to have friends. See what you got.
Why are you really here? What could Mephisto hold over your heads? He will free us from your bloodthirst.
Don't forget about Lilith's corruption.
The mother of demons has her claws in you as well? Now I understand your desperation. Then you know what we must do. So much power! Enough of this! We've got this!
On my count!
I am ready.
We are also ready.
1, 2,
3!
Man, Spider-Man and Venom have ruined this church so many times.
I understood that social cue.
My children, you think this stops my plans? Today, your only gain is an immortal enemy.
Much better. Now, could someone give us a lift out of here?
Another deal, then?
No!
No!
Yes! No?
Pity.
So, aside from the soul hoarding thing, what is the devil's beef with Dracula?
He broke his agreement. But I am pleased.
We are not!
You have made progress. I look forward to what comes next. Eddie can stay Eddie for now. Not to worry. I'll see the rest of you very soon.
Hard to believe you were once rivals. Today, I fought beside partners.
I guess you're right. It felt good working with you, Eddie. For the first time in forever, I didn't think the symbiote was preparing to devour one of my organs.
Yeah, we really sent Dracula packing, huh? And it's a relief to have Mephisto off my back.
You're a free man. What's the plan now?
Yeah. Free.
Eddie? This is the part where you say, I'm gonna eat 2 pizzas and sleep for 11 hours. At least, that's what I'd do after a big battle. But knowing the old Parker luck, that's when I'd stumble into a battle with Doc Ock.
Eddie, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I will be fine. Completely free of Lilith's control. It almost doesn't feel real.
Do you want one of us to pinch you? Joking!
If the 3 of you hadn't destroyed those hemolisks, the entire burrow could have been lost by sunrise.
Parker, don't joke about that. Word from a friend of me? Stay away from that guy. He's bad news.
Come on, Eddie. What could Mullet Fisto possibly want with me?
I don't know. But I hope you never find out.
Dracula, I hope you gave him my regards. That is what I call blades sharp as silver steak.
Eddie, what is wrong?
You've been so busy, I haven't processed what I did under Lilith's control. Guess my sins are still catching up to me.
What can I do to make things easier?
That's just it. No one can. I've killed before. I can't pretend I'm above that, but I try to only take a life if it means I'm saving another. And Lilith threw all that out the window.
You see your victims' faces when you sleep?
The worst of the faces I don't remember. I get flashes of memories, like corrupted videos on repeat. I see parts of what happened, but the details are lost.
What do you remember?
Only bits and pieces. I remember standing inside a house. Dark. Not sure how I got there or what I'm doing. But the place is ransacked. In one corner is the body of a young woman. Her arms twisted at odd angles. Her face obscured by a shadow. In the background, I hear a baby crying.
Then what happens?
Then nothing. I've had that one on loop for days.
I am sorry, Eddie.
Don't sweat it, Hunter. This is my boulder to push. Anyway, thanks for checking in. And don't worry too much about me. I'm gonna stick around and do what needs doing.
I know you will.
I may have lost a step, but I promise you this. Lilith will regret she ever got into our heads.
I can't believe that actually worked! Did you see Dracula's face when he pulled the whole church down on his egg hive?
Nah, I was busy cleaning Hemalus gunk from between my teeth.
I think we can dispose with the formalities. Call me Tony. Or Iron Man. Or the Master of the Machines. I'm also partial to the Golden Avenger. Any of those work.
I feel a hunger coming on, and not the usual kind. Getting the urge to do some real journalism.
Collapsing entire buildings seems to be a running theme with you. A joke. I am not bitter. Not much.
Dracula can only run for so long. We'll get him next time.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Yeah, Dracula's fast. But I'd like to see him outrun the Hell Ride.
Don't worry. Dracula will get his eventually. And I'm gonna give it to him.
I read all the Dracula novels I could find as a child. Wait, were those history books?
I've cracked a few eggs in my day, but nothing like that. Every encounter with the new breed vampires raises more questions than it answers. What do Sin and Dracula get out of their unholy alliance? Why would Sin's Hydra troops help Dracula's cause? And what is their endgame?
I have a theory.
Go for it.
The Prince of Darkness will never share his throne. He made promises to Sin, of what I do not know, gained her trust and her Hydra loyalists, but it will not be long before he disposes of her.
Yeah, I can't imagine Dracula sharing his throne. And Sin would never provide troops without a promise of greater power. One of them would have to go. Whatever the actual reason, the outcome is always expand the power of new breed vampires. Let's focus on what we know. Putting aside that you came face to face with actual Dracula, I did the math on how many potential vampires you destroyed in that Hemalus hive. That place could have generated half the city's police force per week. New York would turn into a feeding ground.
As Robbie would say, we crashed it.
He might say something slightly different, but yeah, aside from dealing with the devil, I'd say we came out ahead.
We took a pawn out of my mother's grasp.
And it seems like it worked out. Still, I have this feeling in the pit of my stomach. Doesn't feel like a clean win, you know?
Yes, I know.
Anything else on your mind?
What do we know about the Lord of Vampires?
Honestly, if Blade didn't vouch for it, I wouldn't believe he existed.
He certainly does.
There's so much information about Dracula that it's hard to know what's fact and fiction. I wonder if he had a hand in that.
Thanks, Carol.
Sure thing. Anything? Sure.
Why, hello, Hunter.
The Abbey is full of mystery. It keeps its secrets close, even from the Sorcerer Supreme. It is a pale shadow of my Sanctum Sanctorum, of course, but it has a rustic charm to it.
Did you not consider the Abbey's simplicity is an illusion?
What are you on about? I can see behind the veil, Hunter. When I gaze upon the Abbey, it reveals nothing but... Oh, I see. A hidden complexity in its geographical nondescription, an unremarkability in triplicate. Rather, octuplicate. An eightfold veil for the 5 earthly senses and the 3 not of this earth. My compliments to Caretaker and the late Miss Harkness. There is a simple elegance here that I quite appreciate.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
Oh, you are gonna love this. Later.
About to make a protein shake if anybody wants one.
Just like you wanted.
I don't... say this lightly, but nice work out there, Eddie. I hope you'll feel welcome amongst the Midnight Suns.
What do you mean, feel welcome? What have I been doing this whole time?
You've been a probationary member. Now you're a trusted ally.
Wow, that's great! Should I prepare a speech for the ceremony? And when do I get my badge?
There is no ceremony, and we don't have badges.
Oh, bummer. Is it cool if I design a badge for the team?
I'm sure I can find you some markers and construction paper.
Yeah, I was thinking more like clay, you know, so Tony can make a mold. I had some ideas. Maybe I can run them by you later.
I knew I'd regret this.
Hydra thinks they're so clever. Just imagine if they actually were. We might be in trouble. Great. Now we're making progress, people.
I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping
Thanks,
I could
Hunter.
sell my items that I've crafted that I'm not gonna use. Because I've got so many combat items I'm never gonna be able to use. I can salvage them. Okay. Good morning, Luna. Yeah, my lap's available. You want to sit here? Yeah.
Naturally, black goes with everything.
Hunter, hello.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Hey, Hunter. Nice, you brought me the good stuff. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Another magical mystery box. And to think.
One of us isn't the miracle worker we claim to be. I'll let you guess who. Farewell.
We could go a few rounds.
Back again.
Let's see him try to handle me now. Better test this out next time. Gonna put the hurt on him for sure.
All right then.
Right, so I need to bring more Crucible. I could do more submission next. Great. Well, let's do that then.
Now that the Hydra vampires have my prototype sample, I've no doubt they'll attempt to create their own sunlight serum.
Mass produce it, more like.
But where would Hydra vampires go to mass-produce sunlight serum?
Somewhere familiar to them.
How about a Hydra facility that makes the gamma goop they put in their blood?
Yes, I'm going to go with exactly like that.
How about one sending a distress signal about a vampire invasion? Might be a good place to start.
Who do I want to bring along? Probably Storm. She could use the XP and some better cards. Our card selection's pretty bad.
Mass production of my prototype sample is a nightmare come to life.
Do you ever regret creating your sample?
Of course. But humankind did not split the atom just to create bombs. In the right hands, science is a force for prosperity.
What about the wrong hands?
When I am done with them, they will not have hands.
Has Hydra turned upon itself?
No, this is biology. It is a vampire's nature to betray the living.
Excuse me?
Oh, but not mine. I differ on a biological level.
Relax. It was a joke.
Sin. I should have known you were behind this.
Hold them off. We need more time. Go. Feed upon them. Let their veins bleed rivers.
If we can disable those terminals, at the very least we can slow their efforts to reproduce the serum.
But we need to protect the server to access the data ourselves.
Correct.
And I thought technology was supposed to make our lives easier.
They're intent on attacking the server. We must stop them. Is this what you had hoped for?
I will show you true power.
Zeus himself would be impressed.
I am impressed.
Nobody's to blame but yourself.
You are too weak for this fight.
Gamma, on the move!
I'm sure you've all realized what will happen if these vampiric Hydra forces lose their vulnerability to the sun.
A lot of innocent civilians are going to pay the price, and we can't allow that.
Your sincere concern for the guiltless is inspiring.
And your lack of empathy for them is disturbing. Your mother abandons you. Feel my call. The power of the light.
They haven't lost their will just yet.
At least my mother knows how to keep her minions in check.
As much as she'd like to pretend, Sin doesn't own the same slay as her grandfather, much less Lilith.
Doesn't matter. She has enough resources at her disposal to be a problem.
Regroup and await reinforcements.
There's no shortage of minions coming to their aid.
The more the merrier.
I've been waiting.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Let's show them how it's done.
You had my complete confidence.
Prototype. It's here. We must recover it.
One more batch. Secure it. Quickly now.
So we finally have the opportunity to settle our grievances personally.
You're surprisingly enthusiastic for someone marching towards their end.
And you are shockingly confident for someone who dares tread on the work of a superior intellect.
Enough talk!
Let's calm down a little bit. Let's couple of turn deletes. Lots of things to kick around.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better? The light will carry you onward. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
Feeble effort.
Return to the darkness.
You've left me no choice. You're just lucky I'm not ready to feed.
Face your end.
Leave some for the rest of us.
It is too late for you. No change in plans, it seems.
The light is on our side.
Very gracious of you.
Our time has come. No more wasted efforts.
On Alpha, reinforcing.
This facility is quite impressive. If only it weren't being used for such twisted ambitions.
That's Hydra in a nutshell.
Achieved by Hydra. This will be our resurgence.
I've heard that before, too.
Are you prepared?
They cannot possibly match your strength.
I will deliver you from her grasp.
Now that was something. Now that was something.
This is what you came for.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
They would still battle the elements?
Now remember what a waste. They're surprisingly persistent.
Soon, the forces of Hydra will rule the day as well as the night. None will stand in their way.
It's important they see you maintain an inspirational outlook in the face of overwhelming defeat.
I will make you suffer!
Return to your mother.
Accept your defeat.
So be it.
The elements bow to me.
I smell your fear.
Leave some for the rest of us.
I'll take that.
Your prototype sample?
Indeed. And now to destroy the Sunlight Serum. But it's not all here, is it?
Of course not. We manufactured so much. All transported off-site before you even arrived. This is the final batch. A reserve. I am a wolf in the night. The yapping of a mangy cur does not concern me.
Tell me where you brought the serum.
Watch that temper, little mutt. You don't want to lash out and bite the ones you love.
Tell me!
Where else, you pathetic counterfeit? I delivered it to the Lord of Vampires.
You don't know what you've done.
Oh, but I do. Dracula, my master, has enough sunlight serum to supply an army. And there's nothing you can do to stop him.
Hey, boss. Could use some help.
Hey, Hunter. I saw Morbius heading toward Hunter's Folly. He looked distressed. Can you make sure he's not about to lose control? If I go out there, it won't be to talk.
Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So just the two of us?
Actually, when I asked Parker, he mentioned you stopped by. Said he could convince Robbie if I could get you to show.
2 questions. Should I bring popcorn and have you prepared a list of snarky zingers?
No, God, no. That's not what this is about. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
So, what did you want?
A do-over? And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment. But a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us. Yeah. I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say.
to justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class.
But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair.
Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock. So, how about we make something new? Another day for retooling. We have a few more ideas in the backlog if you want to check them out. I finally have a use for the components you handed me. You ready to put this one to bed?
I am ready.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. Seeing how he tackles a problem gives me ideas of my own. And Robbie has the right intuition when it comes to putting these prototypes together. I thought he was being overcautious, but that's a crafter's care. Wish I'd seen it earlier.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work. Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together.
I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
Give me a...
You got it. You know, I
am ready to go.
Hey, Robbie, you got a sec?
Sure.
About Salazar Steel. I couldn't remember any details about the Stark Technology Center, so I did some digging. 10 years ago, Oscorp and Stark Industries were in a good old-fashioned business war. Salazar Steel was a promising acquisition. When we realized Oscorp was angling in, we bought the plant from Mr. Salazar. What we didn't realize was how much of his finances were a mess. He poured his profits back into the plant. It was the only thing keeping the lights on. With the Oscorp thing, well, our stock couldn't afford to take the hit. We had to shut the plant down.
Then, what was the technology center?
A complete fiction. The only problem I saw from the boardroom was a dip in our stock from closing the plant. So I did the classic billionaire's trick of pitching a ridiculous idea that would take years to get off the ground. Stock rose. People celebrated my genius vision. And that was the last I thought of Salazar Steel. But I should have followed up. Ensured the people who lost their jobs found new ones. Robbie, I'm not the man I was 10 years ago. I'm glad you met me, and not him.
This doesn't make you look good.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I meant, you aren't trying to spin this. I respect that you shared this, warts and all.
Oh yeah, of course. You deserve to know what happened.
So, I'm going to tinker with the Hellride? You wanna give me a hand?
Sure. Tell me where you need me.
That was quick. Were they even trying?
I came out here to be alone, Hunter.
Are you sure being alone is a good idea right now?
Blade sent you to check on me, didn't he? Probably didn't want to come himself because he thought we'd just end up fighting.
Is he wrong?
Of course not. And I can't promise we won't end up trading blows before the night is through, either.
I do not wish to fight you. I came because I am worried about a fellow teammate.
That is too kind. I do not deserve your mercy.
That is what makes it mercy.
They stole my work, Hunter. They perverted it for their own designs. There is an army of vampires ready to cut loose on the world, and they are all immune to sunlight. I did that, not Dracula.
You could not have known that Dracula would get his hands on your sample.
No. But I should have foreseen that he'd want it, that he would come for it.
We will fix this, together.
You're right. Wallowing in self-pity will accomplish nothing. We must prepare to act. Oh, and Hunter, I'm sorry. My behavior tonight was beyond the pale. I wish you had not seen me like this.
Doctor, my mother turned against me and started building an army. I understand betrayal. You have no need to apologize.
You are too kind. I really am glad you came. Instead of Blade. Well, I would love a few quiet moments to meditate on what we've said. Unless you need something else.
Actually, I have a couple questions about your connection to Sin.
I'll answer what I can.
How well do you know Sin?
Not long ago, she approached me and offered to fund my research. I tend to keep a low profile, so the fact that she was capable of tracking me down told me she was a woman of considerable resources and connections. Though if I'd known one of those connections was Dracula himself, I would not have worked with her.
Your contempt for Sin seems personal. What is that about?
She manipulated me. I created this serum, hoping it could be used as a cure. Sin stole that work for Hydra, who knows only harm.
Sin works with Hydra. What is her connection to Dracula?
That is still a bit of a mystery to me. Sin covets leadership, but she is also drawn to men of great power. Dracula likely believes he is manipulating Sin for his own gain. Sin undoubtedly feels the same.
I should let you go.
I'll just be here, brooding. Checking in on... Seems like you could use a walking stick.
I don't like how Morbius is acting. We need to work on our contingency plan.
We? You have more experience with Morbius than I. I assumed you already had emergency protocols in place.
I do. I'm asking for your help to make them better.
Blade, the Abbey grounds are already littered in protective runes and incantations designed to protect us from any kind of danger. Moreover, we should give Morbius the benefit of the doubt. He needs our support, not our suspicion.
Ignore this if you want, but I'm gonna sleep with a wooden stake under my pillow.
I thought you already did that.
I was about to say, I thought we already did that as well.
Yeah, and it's because of monsters like Morbius. How did it go with Morbius? Is he slipping?
Relax, Blade.
That man is a walking bomb. Maybe the fuse isn't lit, but I don't want to be caught holding him when he explodes.
This is a delicate situation. The best thing we can do now is keep a close eye on him.
You can't tell because of the shades, but I haven't taken my eyes off him.
I am surprised, Blade. You and Morbius are not that different. I thought you knew the darkness with which he wrestles. I thought you would empathize with him.
I do know that darkness. That's why I'm worried. Morbius can't kill the monster inside. He can only continue to build a cage around it. He didn't ask for this curse, and he wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Are you still talking about Morbius?
Just watch your back, Hunter.
Morbius is no threat to us. I'm more worried about the vampires. Hunter, I heard that you went to talk to Morbius. If it helps, I know of an infused herbal tea renowned for its calming effects.
I do not think that will be necessary, Stephen.
I must admit Morbius is an anomaly. He's no longer human, but he isn't like other vampires. He struggles to find a place he belongs.
The Midnight Suns have always been a home for wayward outcasts.
Is that really what you think of Tony?
You know what I mean.
Only some friendly ribbing. Of course, I'm glad to hear it, but Morbius is a special case. He will require special care.
You know, it sounds like you care about Morbius.
I recognize something inside of him. Our ambitions are similar. We were both obsessed with our work, with our goals. That drive eventually led to his downfall, as did mine.
Yet, you are both very different men.
But the need for spiritual recuperation affects us both. Do not be surprised that Morbius loses control. That is his crucible. He must overcome it to make peace with himself.
Morbius needs to fix the mess he made. Otherwise, why is he even here?
Anything else on your mind?
think Sin is single? Asking for a friend.
You are the best girl. You know that, right? The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank, but I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
I am indebted to you. I'm starting to feel intimidated when you're around.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
I ain't much of a conversationalist. More of a fighter.
Need a pick-me-up? The science is a bit hard to follow. Best if I don't explain it. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. In my case, literally. I can't stand apples. We could all be taking better care of ourselves.
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions. I just hope you brought me something interesting. I look forward to researching this artifact further.
So, how's the whole... I'm here if you need me.
think Dr. Strange knows me. Ready for more? No pain, no gain. Ready to work? Good addition. Now let's get to work.
Yeah, their training maxed out, so kind of wasted the upgrade. That's okay.
Do you remember bells, kiddo? When you were younger, I could barely.
I miss it out in space, Hunter. It's less complicated.
The closest to the stars I've ever been was studying astronomy and astrology.
It's quiet between galaxies. No demons or aliens. Just you and the cosmic wonders. If I took you up there, what would you wish to see?
An alien race. I wish to learn the customs and cultures of a new species.
Well, the Skrull can change shape. The Kree are kinda superior and can be jerks. Those two species are constantly at war.
That sounds too familiar.
I would recommend the Akanti. They swim through the void, graceful and pure, like whales. When they're dying, they throw themselves into suns to release their souls.
Sounds beautiful.
They are tough to find, but witnessing the Akanti is worth the effort. Assuming we survive your mom's reign of terror, I think I can arrange an intergalactic getaway.
How could I possibly say no?
A little extra motivation to stop Lilith never hurts. I can't wait, Hunter. Pick your target, Hunter.
I'll do you a favor, just this once.
Show no mercy.
Nothing to be concerned about here.
You are too weak for this fight.
Venomous.
They still haven't realized their mistake.
It's time. We are unleashed. You got off easy this time.
Your fate was already sealed.
Everything according to plan. Behold the light's gift. It is all coming back to me. The advantage is mine. I will deliver you from her grasp. They cannot possibly match your strength.
We've done it. Excellent work.
If you're... We worked well together on that last mission.
You always speak your mind, Eddie. It is refreshing.
Got into a lot of trouble once for obscuring the truth, so I try to avoid it now. Plus, my symbiote's incapable of lying.
We could play that childhood game of truth or dare.
Okay. I dare you to stop this.
Wow. You are good at this game.
You're looking at an undefeated champ. Can we do that again? Like right now? Controller isn't doing what I want. If it's not broken, it will be soon. It's good to take a break from knocking heads.
Doctor, I do not see a medical journal in your hand. Are you relaxing?
Ah, yes. It was finally time for a break. As they say in my home country, Pame Volta. I'm taking a stroll.
Where are you from, originally?
Nafplio. It is a beautiful coastal city in the Peloponnese in Greece. You should visit sometime.
I imagine it is hard to be so far from home for so long.
Yes. But it was a lifetime ago. There is not much for me there these days. The young boy who once walked those shores has become a monster. I fear I would not recognize it, and it would not recognize me.
So why did you leave?
My childhood was good, but it was not easy. My disease often prevented me from going outside, and my social interaction was limited. After university, I continued my research to find a cure for my affliction. For that, I had to follow the money out of the country.
Did you ever catch the money?
Some of it. But gaining proper funding was always a battle. I wish I had access to Tony's financial planners back then.
Tony does not need to chase money. Money seems to run to him.
Thinking on the past conjures painful memories, Hunter. It's funny. The more I try to run from my past, the more I realize that my fortunes haven't changed.
What do you mean?
I cured a blood disease, only to trade it for a blood obsession. I'm still hideously disfigured, and I remain a shut-in who endlessly pores over books.
I have been outside. It is full of bugs and dust. Inside, we have the 20th century's greatest invention, air conditioning.
Your positive outlook brightens my spirits. We have a word for people like you back in Greece, Hunter. It's Philos.
What does that mean?
Friend.
Just like you wanted.
Bye.
Did you tire of listening to Doctor Strange's stories? The ones where multi-tentacled old ones feasted on cavemen?
Nah, actually that sounds up my alley. I just needed some fresh air. Plus, Robbie likes to crank the volume on his video games, and I don't like loud noises.
Right. Your, costume is sensitive to powerful sonics.
You know, it's funny. My other has protected me from so many things over the years. Sometimes pushes away more than just bullets.
Maybe it is the teeth?
Of course it's the teeth. But they're useful. I've chewed my way out of a number of sticky situations.
They must be a pain to brush.
I have acidic saliva, which instantly kills most bacteria. Gingivitis doesn't stand a chance.
So your other's appearance is functional, but is it necessary?
Maybe not. I'm not the only person who bonded with my symbiote. The suit often changes appearance with each new host.
Have you ever considered adopting a new look?
I could probably change my appearance, but the truth is, I like being intimidating. It makes me feel powerful.
I am learning that the man behind the mask is less intimidating.
It sounds a bit like an after-school special, but thanks, Hunter. Just don't tell Parker. Or, actually, don't tell anyone.
You and your symbiote have an interesting relationship.
It's simultaneously the strangest relationship I've ever had, as well as the most comforting. Thanks for talking about it, Hunter. I don't think everyone inside would take the time to understand how I tick.
I'm quite pleased with these results.
We are finally getting some decent tech down here. How's it going, boss? I'll make something great out of this. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Don't blink or you'll miss it. What can I say except you're welcome? I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
Farewell.
Thanks, Hunter.
Hi, Hunter. Here's a weird question. Do you, consider yourself to be a goth?
What is a goth?
It's a 20th century music and fashion subculture. Kinda hard to explain, but it's people who appreciate what others would see as dark or macabre.
Like people who enjoy horror novels and films and the sad, whiny music you and Magic listen to?
I feel called out. Figured since your mom is the mother of demons and all, you might, identify with being goth too.
I believe I am more goth than you.
Didn't realize it was a competition.
You are goth in your own way.
I will say, my hair is cooler than yours. No offense.
None taken. It is very fitting.
I like the way I dress. I feel badass.
You should.
Plus, I think I'm stuck. Goth never dies.
Your powers are impressive. If you struck me with lightning, I would say thank you.
You flatter me, Hunter.
Can I help you?
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
I still say we should have built a firing range first.
Ain't gonna go easy, bub. Nice match, kid.
Time to take it to the next level.
A wise choice. I'm curious to test this out.
Later.
Getting word of another attack. Vampires in Central Park. Right before dawn. Can you imagine?
Dawn?
I knew this was coming. Just not so soon.
The city is in enough chaos.
We'll handle it. No problem.
Ah, Blade. Ever the optimist, hmm?
Ketchup as fake blood. Am I the only one who can see the difference?
Look at them. The sun will be up any minute now. They don't seem to care.
Then let's make them care.
I haven't seen anything to be concerned about.
Just when people were beginning to feel safe in Central Park again.
Yes, I'm afraid they'll have to cancel their picnics and ball games for today.
I'm sure they're more worried about surviving.
As they should be.
Let us see if they have an answer for this. You are too weak for this fight.
No one is to blame but yourself.
That's a neat trick. Get ready. Time to bleed. You've made a mistake.
You are a force to be reckoned with.
Playtime's over.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Let's do this. Here it comes.
They do not fear the sun.
I'll give them something to fear.
No.
Allow me! So, the wait is finally over. How long has it been since you felt the sun on your face, Dracula?
Centuries, the better part of a millennium, in fact. But you already knew that, Blade. And thanks to your unlikely ally, Dr. Morbius, I will bask in the dawn for eternity.
Cannot allow that! Now remember who started this.
Don't cross my path again.
Let us show them. Nailed it.
I've been waiting.
Come get it.
Now that was something.
My children will finally know true freedom. The power to rule the day just as easily as we rule the night.
Maybe it's some rat hole in Transylvania, but New York is my town.
That is all about to change. Just as it began, your legacy ends with the rising sun.
You have earned this! Your mother abandons you. The power of the light.
It's on.
Feel my call.
I'll remember your face.
You should never have come here.
Lost children, you disappoint us, betray us, shed the blood of your own.
No one hurts you more than family.
Join us in the light. We won't ask again.
You won't. But not for the reason you think.
I don't understand. Why aren't you?
To mass-produce the serum, you diluted my sample. Yes, it protected you from the sunlight, but each use of your powers burned more of it away. You are, as they say, running on fumes. And when those expire, so do you.
This isn't over.
It is, for now. Unless you'd care to stay for a walk in the park.
back to the sewer, where he belongs.
Are you disappointed we didn't destroy him?
Nah, he always comes back. But knowing he's got to live with that humiliation almost makes it worth knowing you.
Congratulations, Hunter. Dracula's vampires suffered a major loss today.
You deserve the credit, Doctor. You did good work today.
The sunlight serum is so diluted it no longer poses a threat. The vampires have been cast back into the night, where they belong. I don't think I can properly express my relief. Hunter, if you had not been there to lean on throughout all this, I do not know how I would have survived.
This plague of vampires put stress on the whole team. We supported each other.
You are too kind. I'm glad I found such a welcoming family of heroes. And about that, Hunter, you should know that I will remain committed to the Midnight Sun's greater mission. You all helped me in my time of need. It is only fair that I return the favor.
Your support is much appreciated.
Marvelous. But before we move on, we must make one final decision regarding the Sunlight Serum.
We?
Well, yes. I value your guidance. My prototype sample is no more, but I still possess my research notes. I could continue my experiments in the hopes of curing myself and maybe others, unless the risk of it falling into the wrong hands seems too great.
If a cure is possible, you should continue to look for it. If someone tries to exploit your research again, we will be here to stop them.
I was hoping you would feel that way. I can't wait to get back to work. After this business with Lilith is settled, of course. Thank you for your help, Hunter.
Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
After you.
Whenever I read this book, I can still hear the General's voice in my head.
Yeah?
Welcome to book club.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize Steve knew the author. I really should have read this when he first asked.
If you haven't already, you should welcome Logan. Can we start?
I am ready.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
Okay then, guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
I know people have different approaches to leading others, but I never considered what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but his drive for personal glory affected every choice he made. Eventually, Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the death of himself and every soldier he commanded.
His mistake was making decisions to elevate his own standing instead of his troops.
Makes sense. The better they do, the more he gets credit for leading them to victory. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer, is that an outsized ego is a double-edged sword for a leader.
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face.
I thought you didn't read the book.
I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
I learned more about George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dustiest parts of American history. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his army. He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
For less capable people, that sounds far too rigid a way to lead.
Yeah, I find it's best to leave some wiggle room. Give your people objectives and the resources to achieve them. More than anyone else in the book, Washington believed true leadership is a contract bestowed upon you by those whom you lead.
And that's where the book gets its title?
Right. The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one.
And now I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face. To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice. I have to show that putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
You could order me a pizza.
Nope, we're too far from New York City.
That is a shame. Pizza could build consensus.
You're not wrong. That's how I used to get the Hulk on board. But I find little enjoyment in talking about myself, so yeah, let's end it here.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is... Hunter, do you have any books to suggest?
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan number 5, The Last Queen of Deimos.
What is that exactly?
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book club if he's not going to read the books.
You are not required to do so.
Come on, it's the principle.
I'm actually surprised Steve recommended this book.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with praise, especially from someone he respects.
What did you think?
Well, the punch is decent, but there should have been a bigger spread.
I meant, what did you think about book club?
I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks.
Well, at least Logan showed up.
You did not think he would?
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club, and I don't know what to expect from that book of his.
It sounds like one of Nico's movies.
She does know how to pick 'em.
Well, Nico has given me an appreciation for, I think it is called schlock?
Not you, too. I'm the only Midnight Sun who can't stand that garbage?
Seems that way.
Guess I'll be skipping future movie nights.
Oh, coward.
You're lucky there's no fighting in book club. Anyway, you leaving?
Yes, I am done.
Later then. I don't think we've seen the last of Dracula, but I've got plenty of ass-kicking saved up for next time.
You were right, Blade. Morbius proved very useful today.
You know, even I'm impressed that he stared down Dracula.
So, did the two of you bury the hatchet?
We're not exactly friends, but I appreciate his experience in the field.
Sounds like someone is developing a grudging respect for the living vampire.
Okay, sure. Just don't tell him I said that.
You know grudging respect is the first step to real friendship.
It's time to drop this, Hunter.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Despite his setback, do not consider Dracula defeated. He has survived centuries for a reason. It seems we can finally put this ordeal with Morbius's serum behind us.
Thankfully, we have more important things to focus on now.
Hunter, thank you for not being overly harsh with Morbius.
I only did what seemed right at the time.
I would say you are wise beyond your years, but you have more years than most of us put together. Maybe that's what makes you so discerning.
And still no wrinkles.
Indeed. I am just glad that Morbius found some peace of mind. I am familiar with that journey. It's not easy. Be proud of your part in that, Hunter.
What do you think of Dracula hit by the Morbus? Yeah, I'm workshopping headlines. For an article I probably can't write. It's just instinct.
I can't believe I'm saying this aloud, but I think I figured out Dracula's master plan.
Go on.
There is a Lilith connection, but it's not direct. Dracula is acting like he knows the world is coming to an end. Didn't expect him to be an apocalypse prepper, but here we are. Think of every play he's backed so far. Some of his plans overlap, right?
I had noticed that.
That's because he's throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. It doesn't matter what plans fail. As long as one succeeds, he wins. The good news is, we're foiling his plans faster than he's setting them in motion. If we keep nipping these buds, he'll have nothing left. Let's debrief on the latest. Looks like Dracula's plan went up in smoke. See what I did there?
I do. Is the sunlight serum truly gone?
Dracula still has a supply, but it's barely effective, as you experienced. For a master plan, this one was a real dud.
Dr. Morbius may have a different opinion.
Hey, if he deems it a bigger threat than I think it is, I'm happy to run it down. But for now, Central is tracking all mention of the sunlight serum or anything like it. Unless it finds something, I think we're done here. Anything else on your mind?
Thanks.
Anything? Catch you.
ain't no rest for the midnight sun.
For once, my failure of science has worked to our advantage.
I see you've been making friends. That's good.
I'm trying.
Just don't take it personally if some folks are a little, rough around the edges.
You are speaking of magic.
I was trying to beat around the bush.
Was she friendly with the other X-Men?
Friendly in her own way, sure.
You must have seen something good in her.
You, of all people, should know it's more complicated than good or bad. I've known her older brother Colossus for a long time. Magic's been through the ringer. We all have.
But you two got along.
She gave away little bits and pieces about herself over time. I never pushed her. She seemed to like that.
Patience.
Key to any good relationship. I know you mean well. So does Magic.
In her own way.
See? You got it.
What you doing, Charlie?
What brings the great hunter to see an old friend?
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Hey, Hunter. This should be interesting. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design sentient future tech. Don't forget to write.
Hey, Hunter. Let's crunch the numbers. Want to read something that'll make you weep? Take a look at this. We're ready to make a move. If I had time, I'd take care of these myself, but I have been accused of hogging the ball before.
I'll do you a favor, just this once.
Bye.
What do we have today?
Like playing with fire. Ready to work? I think we've got something for everyone. We need any advantage. Ready for more? I like to stay on the cutting edge. I'm always in the market for an upgrade. All right, then.
We need to take that monster out. Don't be swayed by her words.
Will that be fun? We expected more from them.
You have earned this! You were too weak for this fight. Welcome assistance.
The darkness is welcoming.
This'll be fun.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
Here we go. I don't think they even realize the trouble they're in.
It's time!
Wow, I'm glad you're on our side.
They cannot stop us now. It would seem Lilith chose poorly.
We've done it. Excellent work.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I welcome your company.
Hello, my sweet girl.
Evildoers beware.
Howdy, partner. What's crackin'?
You seem quite brisk today.
Why shouldn't I be? Got a full 8 last night, just started a new supplement, and I've got a renewed outlook on my future.
I am glad to see you in high spirits.
Thanks. Although, I'm probably mostly just in a good mood because I started researching a new story.
A story?
I had this revelation. You know I'm a trained journalist. I get a thrill when I break open a big corporate conspiracy or report on a public good.
So you want to do more reporting?
Yeah. We've been so busy fighting Lilin and vampires with a Y that I haven't had time. I'm feeling this itch in the back of my head telling me to get out there and dig up some dirt.
You have my blessing.
Ah, good. Because I've already started. I want to look into Dracula's history with the new breed vampires. What was his grand plan? How did he get into a feud with Mephisto? And is it true that a secret cabal of vampires controls the internet?
That all sounds interesting.
Probably shouldn't say anything more at this point. You never know who could be listening.
In the Abbey? No one can spy on us here.
Exactly. Wink, wink. Let's keep this between us, okay?
So, Eddie, I overheard what you said about the Dracula investigation.
Ah, crap. You're the last person I wanted to hear that. Look, I'm sure you think it's a bad idea, but...
No. Do you maybe, I don't know, need another set of hands on this?
You want to help me?
Yeah, just like old times.
The old times where you got me fired from my dream job?
Okay, like new times. You know what I can do. Tell me how I can pitch in.
What if you're a double agent working for the vampires?
Come on, Eddie. You know me. I'm barely a single agent. Definitely single. Sort of. It's complicated.
The symbiote says you aren't lying. So, I guess we can give it a try. As long as you do what I say.
Sure thing. You know, I think this could actually be fun.
Really? For who?
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
I've used the Abbey's chapel many times. It's nice to have a peaceful place of worship.
Why, hello, Hunter.
What are you up to, Ileana?
Being bored out of my mind.
Why not try to make new friends?
I've already done the plain nice thing with the X-Men. Not trying to buddy up to everyone here.
You have buddied up with Nico just fine.
That's different. I trust her.
I do not trust a lot of people either.
I find that hard to believe.
You know who my mother is. People are wary of me.
So you are distrustful.
It means I get to choose who I think is worthy of my time. I do not need to be popular.
I feel that.
It is better having a small circle of friends I trust.
I'm the same way. It's easier.
I am glad you have people you allowed into your life.
A little sappy, but thanks.
Need a pick-me-up? The science is a bit hard to follow. Best if I don't explain it.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Got more coil for me? How's that for quality workmanship? I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here. See ya, Hunter.
Just like you wanted.
Wolverine's an Avenger.
I'm here if you need me.
We've stumbled on a Hydra unit unloading some of their stolen bounty.
You may regret that.
You'll have to move quickly if we're going to recover any of their equipment.
As you wish. Let us see if they have an answer for this. Hail that.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
Now is
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Hope they're ready. Watch my back.
Make it easy on both of us, will you?
Engaging.
We are not done yet. It is the beginning of the end.
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key.
Someone order a knuckle sandwich? I'm on it.
Leave some for the rest of us. You were too weak for this fight.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others. That was the last crate. Wipe out the remaining Hydra forces, and let's get you home. That's one shipment Hydra won't be receiving.
What's happening, Hunter?
Team Emo Kids for the win. Hunter, you need a hobby.
What, like this?
No, something you can do by yourself during the bleak moments.
What is your hobby?
I paint nails.
Your hobby is painting your nails?
No, nails. For building things, I paint pictures on the heads of silver nails.
How?
Very fine brushes, steady hands, and a jeweler's loupe to magnify the nail head.
I would like to see your collection.
Oh, no, I don't keep them.
Why not?
I drive them into my enemies. Demons react poorly to silver nails. I used to dream of these in Limbo. I like to come here, away from all the noise.
It is heartwarming that I am not noise to you.
Obviously, you're better than that. Maybe even, my equal.
I cannot believe the Darkchild sees me as an equal.
Just be honored and never mention it again.
But this is a moment I will treasure for eternity, Ilyana. Maybe I can even ask Robbie to make us matching t-shirts to commemorate it.
You're the worst. So bad you might even impress the likes of Mephisto.
That does not sound appealing.
Better to impress the Prince of Lies than to provoke his contempt. What he respects, he also fears. I will never apologize for being comfortable with my darkness, and neither should you.
The darkness is ours to wield. It is our strength. There is no shame in owning up to what we are and what we can do.
You are right, Hunter. More than right. I needed an ally and a friend like you for a long time. Someone that embraces their darkness and makes me feel comfortable with mine.
I am honored I can be that friend to you, Ilyana.
It was an unexpected gift, but one I am happy to receive. When this battle is over, you should come back with me. Join the X-Men.
I do not have any mutant powers. I'm not sure I qualify.
You are more skilled than most of the mutants I met. I'm sure old Xavier will be happy to bend that rule for you. In any case, I hope we can continue fighting side by side in the future. If there is a future, that is.
Ilyana, you and the Suns are the future. At least you have given me hope for it.
Don't get too sentimental on me, Hunter. I was just beginning to like you.
Salut.
Can never be too strong, right, Hunter? Always heard that I have too much energy.
That is a compliment.
Depends on who's saying it. Used to hearing that I'm too powerful. I need to pull my punches.
That seems counterintuitive in battle.
I think it's because I intimidate the inferior. The most boring conversations are about who is more powerful. What do you think about that?
Being powerful is not a competition.
Don't tell that to competitive bodybuilders.
Some confuse power with ego, or worse.
Why not argue over whose starship is faster?
Or tally werewolf kills.
Sometimes I get swept up in being competitive.
As long as the competition is good-natured.
All I need is bragging rights. That's what I respect about you, Hunter. You're not afraid of your strength, and you fight to win in every battle.
Caretaker and Agatha shaped me that way.
If they did a good job, we all just might stop this apocalypse. And I'm betting they did. Who are we sending on an op?
I'll do you a favor, just this once.
See you soon.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? Not bad, right? I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed.
I thought it would be like the teamwork tactics where I'd hurt and couldn't do it myself. I didn't see the ley lines. Yeah. I need to take a break and make some lunch. What am I having today? Stick on the oven for some sausage rolls. I can take Pickle out, I can walk her wild.
Day, Hunter.
Bye.
You know I know magic, right?
Ready for more?
Hydra won't want to tussle with me now.
Let's see him try to hand.
If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that.
I can handle this, right? Is that the whole gang? Here you go. You started it. Oh, I almost feel bad for you losers. Almost. Here we go. Try and stop me now. This usually works. You asked for it. And don't come back.
Hail Hydra!
Very original.
Support units on the move.
I hope you're ready. Blink and you'll miss it. Hope this helps. I'll give it a whirl. This has gotta help. You can't just scare me off, you know.
On Beta, moving into position.
Bring your friends, I don't care. You started it. This should be good. Isn't Dr. Faustus wanted for war crimes? Huh, you guys might be accessories, you know? Caretaker and Agatha trained you well. Awesome! Thanks, Hunter!
I'm proud to stand beside you on the battlefield.
Hunter! Wow, I'm blushing now.
Alright, gonna go get some lunch, take a short break, then take Pickles out, then maybe we'll come back and play some more. Looks like DLC mission wise, we just have to go to Storm's set, that'll be us. Thanks for watching.